Hello and welcome to this episode of the IELTS Listening Practice Series. Today we're focusing on numbers, and that includes things like reference numbers, receipt numbers, of course telephone numbers, so a skill that's useful both for your exam preparation and also for real life. So we'll use the same procedure as always. I'll present you with example sentences, the numbers will be missing, and you just have to listen really carefully and write down the missing numbers. I'm going to go a little bit more quickly in this video perhaps than in some of the previous numbers videos, so hold on to your socks. And of course you need a pen, a piece of paper, so that you can write them down. So let's get stuck in. 1. She lives in room 835. 2. My reference number is 16 25 35. 3. Their phone number is 332 761. 4. The log number is 22 64 87. 5. The invoice number is 732 1284. So here are the correct answers. Spend some time checking them really carefully, see how they compare with what you've written, and as always circle, highlight or underline anything that you spot that may be a mistake. Something I haven't mentioned in previous videos that is worth mentioning is double checking your orthography. And what I mean by that is effectively your handwriting. When you write numbers, how do they look on paper? That might seem like a silly and obvious thing to pay attention to, but in the past I've encountered a number of students who use a slightly different style of handwriting to how myself as a native speaker I'm used to seeing things. So for example, I once worked with a student whose number 1 and number 7 looked identical to me. There was no way of me knowing whether they'd written a 1 or a 7, which seems like a small thing to pay attention to, but in an exam scenario, usually if the examiner is not clear about what you've written, they can't give you the mark. And what you need to do is make sure in your test that you do everything you can do to help the examiner give you the marks that you deserve. So take a look at your handwriting and be a little bit critical. Just spend a few moments thinking, okay, is somebody else going to be able to read these numbers that I've written and read them accurately? And if not, it might be worth just spending a little bit of time working on your handwriting in preparation for the exam, unless of course you're doing a computerized version of an exam. But thinking that you're probably going to do a handwritten version, it's worth getting some handwriting practice. So okay. Hopefully you've had plenty of time to check your answers, so let's look at the other 5 examples. Number 6. Our phone number is 416 822. 7. His applicant number is 216. 8. The door code is 5243. 9. My receipt number is 16 81 99. 10. The ID number is 24 32 67 3. So here are the correct answers. As always, spend some time checking what you've written with what you see here, and really be careful with that checking. Make sure you're not missing anything, and as I always say, look out for the patterns that might be occurring. Once you start to become familiar with your patterns, then you know where you need to work in the future. So if you've got particular numbers that you're struggling with, hold that in mind, go and work with some of the other videos and keep working at it, and hopefully eventually with extra practice it'll become much easier. If you find that you're struggling with, so for example with number 7 we've got 216, which could be read out as 216. If you struggle with 16 versus 60, 17 versus 70, those number pairings, if you're having problems with that, which many people do find difficult, if you check out the link below this video, what you'll find is a video 13 or 30, which I made especially to help with this particular issue with English. Part of the issue is actually around vowel length, and it's very easy to learn a few tricks that will really help you to distinguish between 13 and 30, 14 and 40. And once you know these little tricks, it can really help with your listening and your accuracy. So go ahead and check out that video in the links below, and see you in the next video. So go ahead and hit like if you found that useful, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want some more practice with your numbers, then go ahead and check out the playlist. There are loads of videos there. If you're excited and you want to do more practice and you're interested in pronunciation, then go ahead and check out the homepage too. There are plenty of videos on there to keep you busy and to help you on your IELTS preparation journey. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a lovely day.